It's not that.
Nah, I'm hype about it. We could be hype about it.
We geeked up on this side.
Let's start from the beginning because we found out in October of last year.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, we found out. I've known since October last year.
Yo, welcome back to the MalloryBrosPodcast. We back. Them boys is back. Happy Friday, happy weekend. It's a very special episode. It's a super special Friday.
Nah, for sure.
I don't even know what to say, bro.
Nah, yeah, we took a week off, and that's funny as shit now that everything has come to, but then again, maybe not for some people.
I was about to say, you definitely gotta keep it a hundo again.
Nah, yeah. Hey, so your boy, for the last 10 months or so, I've been cooking up a child, man. Had my baby boy this weekend. No, matter of fact, not this weekend, last week on Tuesday the 6th.
What?
Yeah, had a kid, and I've been keeping it from y'all because the world is weird, and y'all know I don't really be I don't even put my lady out there like that. So with this, we wanted to make sure that he got here safe first, because it's one thing, because sometimes miscarriage is definitely something that's real. Mm-hmm. Trigger warning for people that may have been through that, but those people will tell you that the less people you have to tell that happened, the better. So for me, with this platform, as big as it is, I just wanted to ensure a safe delivery, and I wanted to have the privacy of us enjoying the pregnancy together. And
yeah. And look, for those who just need the official announcement, he doesn't want to do it. I'll say it, man. This man became a father on June 6th, 2023, man. His life changed forever. It's a crazy thing. He changed everybody's life. This whole process, Terrell this has been a 9-month process. We've been recording. We've been doing everything that we've been doing, preparing for his baby boy to get here, and him being here is just, it's super special. It's special, y'all. It's a super special thing. He's a humble dude, but like, it's special as hell. And you know how you're not trying to be so hyped because, it's like, it's not that.
Nah, I'm hype about it. We could be hype about it.
We geeked up on this side.
Let's start from the beginning because we found out in October of last year.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, we found out. I've known since October last year. Mm-hmm. So, you want to tell them how I told you?
Hell yeah. Him and his girl was in the room, and he told me come in there. I went in there. She was sitting on the bed like that. And I was like, what happened? Mind you, I'm used to shit with this nigga. I said, haven't happened in this relationship yet, but here it is. What did he do?
Never paint me that way. I've never been that type.
What did he do?
I've never been that type. That's you.
Just playing. But I saw her sitting there, and I was like, what's up? Terrell just put the test in my hand, the pregnancy test, right? And I'm like, no way. No way. I'm like, damn, for real? When I saw G, I'm like, oh, nah, it's serious. You know what I'm saying? It's for real.
Uh-huh.
So, like, y'all don't realize we don't have a bunch of babies in our family, at least in our intermediate family. We don't have, like, a bunch of little ones running around. My cousins have them, but I see them more on holidays and special events. I don't get to spend that real baby time with them. So, that news, when it broke, we was like, what?
Holy shit. I might one day show y'all the footage of when I told my mother, because she went crazy. My dad, it was real special. Mm-hmm. But it definitely, that's why people say, how do you feel? Like, do you feel like your life changed? Like, yeah, my life has changed because he here, but my life been changed months ago.
Yeah, his life changed months ago.
That's the thing. You know what's crazy, y'all? I announced MalloryBros Twitch probably 2 weeks or so, or maybe a month or so, maybe before I found out that I was having a kid.
So now y'all can see how
So
now you see the games he play? So Hoy, this y'all training day.
Now
y'all know everything.
For the months of people saying, fuck is the Twitch at? And why did Terrell move? This motherfucker just randomly is in a new space. It's all because I've been nesting. We've been making, shit had to change.
Did you say his name? You don't want to say his name?
No, yeah, his name's Crew, with a K. And there's no special story behind why we picked that name. It was just one of the first names on a list of names, and we said, you know what, that's the one we keep coming back to.
And I love him so much, y'all. I felt like I never had a love that pure in my heart for real.
Man, you don't even know. And you know what? Let me tell my birth story, right? It's super. I'm not gonna be too long-winded, even though people probably do want to hear it. So I'm not gonna give you spare every detail.
You got it, bro.
But we went in. The reason why we canceled the podcast and then ended up doing a podcast is because we went in thinking that he was coming that week before. And I said, we have to cancel the podcast next week. I knew on Friday we was going to go in at the top of the next week. So when we said no pod next week, y'all, it was because I thought he was coming. And he just ended up not coming. Right? We wasn't dilating. And it was like, damn. So they sent us home and said, we're going to have y'all come back next week Sunday. So that's why we did a pod. And when I found that out, it was Wednesday. Mm-hmm. I stayed up till easy 3, 4, 5 in the morning putting together last week's docket or whatever. I don't even remember what we talked about. That's what's crazy. But I ended up hitting Terrance and saying, yo, we should shoot a podcast tomorrow because I don't know if we're going to be able to shoot next week to do the pod. And I don't want to have to take off 2 weeks. Because it's one thing to take off 1 week and tell people, and then it's another thing to have to take off another week. So we ended up shooting that podcast, and then we went in on that Sunday. We went in on Sunday because my girl was 40. I think he came 40 in 3 days. So we made it to 40 weeks. We thought we was going to be done 37, 38 weeks.
Yeah.
But he ended up coming 40 weeks. So we went in, we had a scheduled induction.
Yeah.
And yeah, he came Tuesday, 45. My girl did 45 hours of labor. Hey, the crazy part about the whole shit is like the waiting part. You're waiting, and you're waiting for all of the stuff to start happening.
Yeah.
Then when the shit starts happening, you think, bet, baby gonna be here in an hour. I remember when my girl's water broke, and then the baby didn't come till 17 hours after that. And so it was crazy, man. I would say, like, I had my computer, had my laptop, had my movies and shit. We watched the first episode of The Idol, which we'll probably talk about. I don't know if that's up there at all.
Yeah.
But
that's my movie suggestion of the week.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But we watched the first episode of that. Everything was fine. But then the contractions started going crazy.
Mm-hmm. Y'all hear that, though? The water broke, and y'all are watching the TV show. Like, it's just waiting.
Oh, no. We was watching the TV show first.
Oh, and then the water broke.
Then the water ended up breaking the next morning.
Oh, okay. My bad.
And we thought baby was coming that night.
Yeah.
I had my baby at 3:57 in the middle of the day. Mm-hmm. On the 5th, in the morning, her water broke. So we thinking, bet, this motherfucker getting ready to come.
Yeah, he about to be right here.
I'm sorry, y'all. It wasn't in the morning. It was like midday that day.
Yeah.
Because remember, I said it was 17 hours. So it was like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock-ish when her water ended up breaking. And then the next day at 3, he ended up coming. But man, I'll tell you, like, it was the most terrifying. I'm gonna tell you, it's the most special, once in a lifetime, terrifying thing. It was the best and scariest day of my life at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I'll just tell y'all straight up, when he came out, right? First of all, he was a double wrap. Double wrap. That's probably not even the right term, but the umbilical cord was around his neck and around his stomach area. But it wasn't tight. It wasn't like choking him. It was just a wrap. So when they pull him out, first of all, that is the craziest experience. That's the craziest thing ever to see. And I'm going to tell y'all, my baby came out the womb with his eyes wide open. He was not like out the womb with his eyes closed. Soon as half his body was out, he was looking around.
I feel like that says something. Go ahead.
It was kind of creepy, but it was like, oh,
like,
shit.
I've been up since before I was out. I've been like,
and when around. I tell you, when I looked at him and I looked at him and I just saw myself. You know what I'm saying? I saw myself in you. I saw us in him. I'm like, yeah, that's my baby right there.
Yeah, that's
I
me.
mean, fresh out the womb, swollen. Because you know babies at the womb, they swollen. Their head is all coned because they done had to squeeze through.
Yeah.
But the shit got scary because immediately I'm emotional because I'm glad he's here. Yeah. Like, we had went through 45 hours of labor, 17 hours of active labor. So it's like, finally he's here. And I mean, it was me on one side, my mother-in-law on the other side, and she was pushing. And it was times where she just had to push to get him down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the
you talking about why I was scared?
Yeah, it was scary. It got scary because when they took him out, you know how y'all have seen the birth story. They take the baby comes out, all right, it's a boy, whatever. After a couple seconds, you hear crying. That lets you know that the baby is breathing in his eye. We did not hear that. The baby came out, they put him on top of my girl. They were like, Dad, you want to come cut the umbilical cord real quick? And it wasn't like, all right, Dad, here's the scissors.
Yeah.
Go ahead and cut. It was like hey, Dad, yeah, cut this real quick. All right, now we're going to take him over here to the warmer.
Yeah.
Mind you, this whole time he have not cried. So I'm like, okay, cool. So he ended up peeing on all the doctors. They put him on the table. They were like, wow. Had to put a towel down because he peed. So I'm like, all right. Something's in motion, but he not crying. 4 minutes. 4 minutes go by. 240 seconds go by before he finally cries. That was the longest 4 minutes of my life. The longest 4 minutes of my life. I remember thinking and the doctors are looking at you saying, you're good. And I'm like, y'all motherfuckers are professional. Y'all supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Mind you, my girl is in nursing school. She done did months of clinicals at hospitals. You know what I'm saying? Well, she's seen people, that's all right. She's seen how the doctors and nurses talk to patients. Mm-hmm. So she's freaking out. I'm freaking out. When he finally cried, I looked like I had that Derek Luke ugly cry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, snot. They had to get me a tissue. They had to get me tissue. My girl didn't cry for real. Like, she cried when she was crying. She didn't have her ugly cry till they put him on her chest.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But man, that shit was scary. It was as scary as fuck. And you know what? They ended up having to put him in the nursery because, you know, his breathing was a little weird and we were stressed out for 3 days. I didn't come home. I went in on Sunday, and we didn't leave until, I would say, Friday. So it was stressful, man. It was stressful, but I'm grateful, man. He's healthy.
The whole time that he was in there, I was with my parents, and I told you I did not want to be a part of the sitting in the hospital waiting team. When he said that the baby was OT Dubs, we went up there. And when we got there and things didn't go smooth for Terrell, he up there, they pushing. We was sitting down that joint waiting. And I was waiting with my parents. And I'm going to let y'all know. My parents at that age, we're waiting with them is like, all right. We good. It's good. They good. But it's like, oh man, that was definitely an experience. Terrell hit me and said the baby got here. I just, it wasn't like, oh my God, but it was just like, all right, bet. Where he at? We want to see him. We want to see what he look like. When I seen him, I was like, wow. Like, you see babies all the time, but like this baby look like us, y'all. This baby look like us. This baby look like G. It's just like, it is definitely a magical thing. I'll say that.
You ain't gonna tell him how you boohoo cried?
I mean,
let me tell y'all, Terrance is the toughest person. He called me, bro, your parents.
I don't think I'm the toughest person.
We need to figure out when we can come up, bro, because they're driving me insane down here.
They was.
And everybody's talking, and I just want to come up and see. I'm like, all right, he's on pins and needles.
I'm gonna keep it 100. My parents down there talking. His mother-in-law came down there. They all talking. They get to talking about when they was having kids. Yep. I'm like, look, I don't have no kids, no nothing. When do we get to see Crew? I don't have nothing to add to these conversations. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Terrell, come on, bro. You got to give me an ETA or some shit. No, Crew was here, and then it's like 3 hours went by. We still ain't getting nothing.
Nah, yeah, but Terrance, when he came up there,
I came up there with mom and dad.
He came up there and he stood tall for a second, but then he broke down crying.
He's just trying to like expose me for like being weak or something.
Go back, y'all, and look at my Instagram post and look at that picture of me and Terrance sitting on the couch and just zoom in on his face. He was crying.
I was crying because I'm gonna keep it 100, y'all. When you've been there for the whole pregnancy, right? But you didn't have to go through the battles. Y'all don't realize I put my hand on G's stomach, never felt Crew kick, never felt a bump or anything. So I'm like, yo, it's a baby in there, I guess. I guess y'all having a baby. But I love both of them. So like, when I seen him, I'm like, oh, wow. Like, to me, it wasn't just a baby. To me, I didn't cry because I saw a baby Terrell. I cried because I felt like I was proud of what y'all love was able to create.
Yeah.
Like, y'all love was so dope that it was able to create something that I get to experience. Like, my nephew, somebody that's part of my life. It's like your dad brings home a dog when you young, and everybody in the family keeps that choice that he made. That's like such a great choice. And I feel like y'all two doing that, the way that I feel about y'all, knowing that it could be something that y'all knowing y'all love can create something like that, it just put childbirth in a whole different fucking lane for me. Now I'm like, all right, I see what Nick Cannon talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now I see what Nick Cannon talking about. Nah, not the number part, not the many different people part. But I mean, I get wanting to experience that 15 times, 15 kids. Cheap about a dozen make way more sense to me.
Not yet. But bro, that shit is an experience.
Man, Terrell saying that, but I feel like they some work. Terrell and his girl, when I tell y'all they are going to be parents of the year, because y'all know him. His girl matches that fly. They are calculated, same page parents. Even if they wanted their kid to wear only fucking, I don't even know. They both on the same page.
It's not that. I would just say we prepared.
They prepare so much that I know they prepared. That's how you know they prepared.
Y'all gotta think about Terrance too. Terrance is a real.
I'm very prepared. Very calculated. Very detailed. Very. Before you even smash my name, I'm very.
Terrance is real.
Terrell is
green on certain
Terrell
things.
Go over. Terrell, you go over. I'm not green. I'm here. You take it the extra mile. You can give yourself the credit without putting me down. You don't gotta put me down and make it look like my baby just gonna be out here.
Nah, Terrance, you try to make it seem like I'm one of them pompous, only grass and seaweed, quinoa.
You see what's fucked up with Terrell? He is one of those people, but he just don't want me to, I guess.
I'm not one of them people. I did do my homework, y'all. I'm telling y'all, over the last 10 months, it was like a big homework thing.
He's an Eddie Murphy daddy daycare head ass nigga. You actually look like Eddie Murphy in that movie. And Crew is gonna grow to be your what's his name? I'm about to start getting that Crew now. I'm about to be like, Crew, who you look like? How you look like the baby from Ice Age? Lost ass. Where your parents? You can be sitting there not saying nothing.
But you know what's crazy, bro? All of the vlogs that we did, Christmas, all of the shit that's passed, especially like starting a new tier. The reason why I'm doing these Attack on Titan videos, the reason why we start doing separate content is because, like, damn, I'm not even, we of course going to link up for stuff, and it's been a lot of shit that came out, specifically probably something that dropped today that we probably would have to, or will put attention on, but we just now getting back to it. Mm-hmm. You know?
100.
If you wanted to hear the whole fucking, how I feel about it, I don't even know, just let me know, and I might do like a little something special, like a little story video or whatever, because that shit was intense. But I'm just grateful, man. I wake up different. And the last thing that I'll say about this shit is I'm in it to raise a child. There's a lot of men that are out there, and I'm not taking a shot. I know this. I don't believe in active fathers or I don't like when people say you standing on business. There's a lot of people that have hit me up and say, shout out to you, man, staying in and sticking around for business, or you handling what you need to do. Yeah. You it's great to see active fathers. It's like, nah, that's not for me, that's not me.
I feel you.
I went to every OB appointment, every ultrasound, because I'm in it for a different reason. Like, and there's a lot of people that want to put a baby in somebody or want to have the name or the title of that. They could say they have a kid or they could say that they're a father, but there's not many people that are in it to raise a child to be, you know what I'm saying? To be a part of that process, raising, molding.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of, when I look at fatherhood, I look at it that way. I'm not in it for the flashiness of it or the, you know, I'm not in it for that. Yeah. I'm really in it to build, to raise. It's almost like legacy. I'm building my legacy.
Mm-hmm. And then another thing I like that Terrell said is, like, he was talking about his girl and he was talking. You see how God do you?
This nigga got a...
Don't bring up God now.
Yeah, he got a tickle.
But look, he was talking about his lady, and he was talking about how you know what I'm saying, pregnancy makes your girl gain weight. And remember you told me you was looking at her laying in the bed afterwards and you was like talking about how blessed you were that she put herself through that for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And that puts it in a different perspective too.
It does.
I feel like if you have a kid with somebody that you really not really all the way in with, it'd be harder to look at bringing a kid into this world with that type of honor than when you bringing it in with somebody who you truly feel like is blessing you with a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Some people feel like the woman is forcing them into this lifestyle. You know, the way y'all went into it is the way that everybody should go into it.
Yeah, for sure. And trust me, I was in love before, but like now, I don't. There's nothing nobody can tell me about that woman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The fact that you would put yourself through that for me, you know what I'm saying, or for us, not for me, but like based off of the decision we made, I didn't have to do shit. As a man, we just nut. You know what I'm saying?
Nut and wait.
And we gotta do everything that we can. My girl had the most comfortable pregnancy. I can confidently say that. She wanted for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
She wanted it. Look,
but
she wanted a Cinnabon, I went and got it. She wanted a Cinnabon, I went and got it. She wanted Doritos, I went and got it.
But look, even everything that, you know, because I've made an intention to make it that she had the most comfortable pregnancy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even that doesn't amount to what you had to do to bring him here. You know what I'm saying? So the love grow deep.
It does, man. Shout out to Terrell becoming a father. Shout out to me becoming an uncle, man. I'm getting ready to be on all of my shit. Birthday cards, birthday parties. I'm the life of it. I'm really about to do this uncle shit the right way.
They were talking about you. They were saying Terrance getting ready to be, oh shit, he's gonna have his hands full with an Uncle Terrance.
He is, because I'm gonna tell you, your uncle is a rider. Your dad, he's gonna say no. I feel like he's gonna be like, oh, that's dope. I'm gonna see if my Uncle T can give me that. And you're gonna say, what about your father get you that? His father, why is his father not getting it? But look, I'm just super proud of him, y'all. That's all I'll say. Going forward, we'll leave it here. I've been proud of him before, but this is something that he wake up different, but I wake up different now. You know, I wake up like, damn, like it's about a whole lot more than that. You know, me and Terrell was the last of our name. We the last two Mallory men. That's why MalloryBros is the title, because if we the last ones with it, then we gonna smack them in their face with it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna put it on the stage, or you know what I'm saying, up on the big screen. So we always worried about what was next. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna tell you that. Like, we always thought about like, damn, one of us gotta have a kid so that. And look, we were like, it has to be a boy at some point. We gotta have a boy, and you did that, bro. So shout out to you.
He's the purest.
He is the purest nine.
Purest,
and look,
the next coming.
G 45 hours labor. If you follow this channel, you know what we look for. I felt like you can see it there. And then Crew was born 8 pounds 10 ounces. You know what I'm saying? 810. I felt like you add that up. You know what I'm saying? It's always present, and that's just speaking to how you doing the right thing. You know what I mean? I feel like timing speaks to the 9 being right there. All right, bet.
100%. 100%.
Okay, y'all, so we had a lot of stuff happen over the last 2 weeks since we've podcast, and we're not going to try to hit everything. We're just going to try to keep up with the speed and give y'all you know what I'm saying, a nice little pod for this early June, mid-June Friday, June 16th. Shout out to anybody if it's y'all birthday. Well, shout out to the Gemini. Look, it's Gemini season, and these are the Geminis, y'all, that, look, they got attitudes, right? They pissed off because you might not show up for their birthday, some shit, right? Or you didn't go? You haven't heard from them, right?
These Gemini, yeah.
They don't fuck around. But anyway, the first thing we're going to start with is actually some of the most recent news, which was the YK Osiris. And the girl's name is, what's her whole name, Terrell?
Well,
Sukiana. Sukiana is a rapper. There's going to be a lot of people that might not know who these two people are. If you didn't see the viral clip, YK Osiris is basically just trying to like stick his tongue down her throat type shit. Like, he doing that thing dudes do where they hover over girls and they trying to kiss her, and the girl's like, stop. And he grabbing her face, and he's making her do it, and it's abusive, and it looks ridiculous because she clearly don't want him to do that, and he thinks it's funny. I'm sure y'all seen a situation like that before, but it raised a great conversation about, like, you know, your persona and the person that you appear to be versus who you really are, and morals versus a lot of
what's
stuff.
acceptable, Just because somebody does sex work doesn't give the green light for you to just still be intentionally disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude that just randomly flashed her the dick pic on his phone. He was like, I'm going to just show you what I'm working with.
Let me show you my
But
dick.
they was on a podcast, the Candy joint.
Show my dick.
So they on a podcast, and I guess since she does sex work, right? He just shows her that. Like, that's still too much.
That's how I'm coming.
It doesn't matter it doesn't matter that she does sex work. That's still disrespectful. I will say, with Suki, it's a little bit of I look at it two ways. I think YK Osiris was wrong for that. You know
Let's stay on this because I know what you're gonna get to. I'm gonna get to that.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead.
Let me just also say YK Osiris, and for any of the dudes that's like that, because I know the point you about to make, Terrell. That's just not cool energy. Even if you know shorty, even if you got something going on with her, like even if like let's say YK and her already had personal business together, that public display of affection ain't gonna slide with a lot of people with the culture that we have out here. Put that out.
That's a fact. Absolutely.
On YK's behalf.
Yeah. You're doing too much. Meek Mill said it the best.
The other side of him, Meek Mill did have a very...
YK, you need to sit down, nigga. You acting like what do you call him, a DH? They was like, what's a DH? They was like, this nigga from Philly, he call him a dickhead.
Okay.
But
the other side to the coin.
Suki is somebody who has also made people uncomfortable in sexual ways.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not victim blaming her because in that situation with YK, he was wrong. At the same time, though, she's been somebody who's groped people. People call her a predator because of she twerked on a 10-year-old boy in that video. You know what I'm saying? So there's a bunch of different situations where
Carisha came out and said something about the peeing, and the girl was like, she was like, I'm a real freak. If you're not a real freak, if you don't let people pee on you. She was that girl who was like that.
And look, this is the thing. Talking about it is one thing.
It's totally cool. Doesn't excuse YK.
She has like groped people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On some same type what YK did shit. And that's why you saw the discourse of people saying,
two wrongs don't make it right, but I get it, yeah.
Right. Two wrongs don't make it right. But it was like, this is your right. This is what you do. So it didn't probably feel wrong. And people were saying that she was crying, I don't want to say she was crying real, but they said she was trying to play victim and make it seem like she was uncomfortable. But she always do that to people. Imagine.
You're saying, but it's...
But listen, but think about it. If you somebody...
It doesn't make... I mean, we could say that you've done it before, but that doesn't make it right type shit. I didn't know that's what you were talking about.
I'm not saying it's right.
What's the point of saying, oh, but you groped somebody before? Okay, so that means...
Terrance, if you walk around grabbing everybody's ass...
Is that what she does?
Yes.
She twerked on a 10-year-old boy. That's the same as groping somebody?
No. First of all, that makes you a predator. That's actually way worse. Number two...
It's not cool. Not cool.
She has grabbed niggas' dicks. She tried to eat Drewski's ass on the stage, and he was uncomfortable with it. That's just the type of person she is, bro. She's like that aggressive,
like the
sexual...
aggressive, she gonna come grab your dick type girl.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I said if you walk around grabbing ass, or if you are somebody who's
gonna grab somebody's dick,
grab somebody ass,
somebody gonna come grab your ass type shit. I get what
for
you're
her,
saying.
yeah. I was bringing it back to you. Like if you were somebody that smack everybody's ass and then somebody grab your dick and now you want to say, yo, I feel violated. There are gonna be some people, that right? Because you were still violated.
Yeah.
But there's still gonna be some people that kind of,
Yeah. And there's people who were talking about how her image and the person that she is can influence that type of behavior. And I think that's the eye-opening thing with the whole thing. Like, if you are gonna be out here, fellas, ladies, if you're gonna be the type of person that's doing it, then you gotta know that like the energy you put out is the energy you're gonna get back.
But that's not okay. Because that's like telling somebody if you're gonna wear a short skirt, then don't complain when...
No, I'm literally saying what you just said, which is the thing is, if you're going to be out here groping, then you could get groped. If you're going to be out here saying, damn, you fine as shit, then you need to know that if somebody see you and say, damn, you fine as shit, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't think let me ask you this. Because but what we said in the beginning is still the biggest point, which is, just because you're a sex worker and you could be posting your OnlyFans clips of you getting it in, that doesn't give people the right to be disgusting towards you just because they know that that's what you do.
Right.
It's still fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, that's like, I'm going to just show you my dick because you do.
Yeah, he's tripping.
That's still fucked up.
He's tripping. And I didn't mean to excuse her. I'm not saying she brought that onto herself. Just more so, you got to be careful because a lot of times people are putting out a persona these days that you might not even really be. You might just be doing that because that was the way you was able to get popping in this social media era.
Yeah.
And sometimes, hard truth, sometimes it will make you pop. But you need to know that risk, high risk, high reward. We talked about it all the time. There's a high risk with that, but there's also a high reward. The high risk is this whack ass, weird ass niggas like this.
Exactly.
My girl said some real shit though. She was talking about how situations like this are good because they expose certain people. Like YK Osiris, I was thinking about like, yo, what if you was talking to a shorty, like you just was like in her DMs kinda, you've been liking her, but you haven't really, you might not have even really asked her yet, but y'all got chemistry, and then a video like this come out. It's like, damn, you really be fucking. This seems
what
like
you mean? Like if you
I'm saying like YK Osiris, I don't know if he's even talking to this girl. Like, why are you even doing that with her? One, like, are y'all together? Probably not.
They was at an event type shit together. Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, when somebody do some clown behavior like that and everybody see it, it'd be a good thing because everybody knows like, yo, you did some clown shit. Mm-hmm. So I hope you know that nobody will forget.
That's the worst part of it. That's the worst part of it. And honestly, I always tell myself that will never be me because I just don't see myself doing what some people do.
I would never do that. I know I would never do that.
But it's not always this. It could be you. It could be anything. You know how videos come out all the time where somebody say something.
Yeah.
That goes the wrong way. Like Lil Baby, like not Lil Baby, but the Baby. Y'all don't realize that Rolling Loud performance, he was calling himself the live show killer because he was smashing shit. Nobody told him to end up saying what he said. And then he doubled down. I'm telling you, in a flash, your shit could be upside down.
That's a fact. You do some clown shit, gun you down quick, laughing with us. There was this girl who worked at Home Depot, and I hate to bring it up in this way, but there was a girl who worked at Home Depot, and she went viral because she's just this pretty girl that worked at Home Depot, and she was like, pretty girls work regular jobs or some shit, and everybody was like, oh shit, this fine-ass girl work at Home Depot? Have y'all ever been to Home Depot? You ain't gonna see no fine joints working at Home Depot.
Nah, yeah, no bull.
You get a job at Home Depot, you know you working with the bros. Mm-hmm. You gonna have a crush on a shorty that work customer service, that's it.
Trust me, my dad was retired, worked at Home Depot for a long time. He used to say, man, we got this girl in a job, I'm telling you. Back when we was in our single days.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we got this girl in a job. You go up that joint and be like, oh, hell no.
Hell nah.
She look like she worked lumber.
Yeah, she back here with the plants and light bulbs. 60 watt. I'm good. I can find it. But yeah, this girl, fine. She was fine. She had the apron on, and I was gonna talk about that. You put a fine woman in a regular job, she's gonna shine like shit.
I always tell people, bro, me and my girl have gotten the biggest argument before because I said you could take the most attractive man and put him in a McDonald's and no women will pay him attention because he work at McDonald's. But you could take the finest woman and put her in a regular job like a McDonald's drive-thru and somebody
slew of men will talk to her.
That's what I said. Bro, and we got to it over that a long time ago.
Yeah.
That is not the truth.
Okay. The only reason why we bring this up right here, y'all, is because this is a prime example of what happens in that situation that we always talk about. That exact situation, right? Mm-hmm. This is the situation where you got this fine-ass woman working at Home Depot. She posts a pic, and it goes viral. And what happens is she said that people started doxing her address, found out where she worked.
But you're leaving out a big part of that. She went viral. Everybody was, commenting on her stuff, and people were saying you should start an OnlyFans.
Yeah, I was going to get there.
Okay, because that happened before.
You're right. Yeah. So, right. People told her she should have started an OnlyFans. She said she would never start an OnlyFans. She only going to get money the right way. And that pissed off all of the OnlyFans chicks. Yeah. Right way.
She had big wig OnlyFans chicks in there.
I feel like they just all look underneath. You all look sad as fuck. I'm sorry. You know why? Because none of y'all are coming down there on some, whatever. All of y'all just look hurt. And my thing is, like, if you so hurt about somebody saying they would never do what you do, I know niggas that say, look, I would never do, somebody can tell me right now, they would never do a podcast. I would never do that fucking talk. Okay, cool. Am I gonna be like, you're a fucking asshole? No. But all of the sex workers were fucking offended because she said she was gonna get her money the right way. I get it. Don't make it seem like the sex workers are out here getting money the wrong way, because you ain't doing it. I get it, y'all. All we wanted to do with bringing up this girl is not necessarily talk about this Home Depot girl going viral for how she looked. It's more so to just talk about how, or ask y'all this question. After all of this is said and done, she don't work at the Home Depot anymore. She actually lost her job because people started coming up there. She said, I don't work at Home Depot anymore, but now I'm happy because this is a new beginning and I get a new platform. And that is exactly what I want to talk to Terrell about, you know? Okay. And we're going to join that story with this story as well. I know y'all probably seen the little boy, the baby Gronk boy. I don't know if you've seen that. If you haven't seen that, Google that. But there's this dude who's raising his 11-year-old son to be this social media star. Like, he's really trying to make his son this social media content creator. He plays football, but like, he's like LeVar Ball 2.0. And for him, it seems like his whole plight is about building his son this platform. I'm sorry, I know, a little long-winded.
I get it.
But the question to you, I'll let you answer first. The question is this. Is this platform is having this platform and on all of these people, on all of this attention, worth it?
Compared to what?
Compared to, look at this girl. She went from living a regular life where she posted on social media where she was working to now she's like, well, I can't work at Home Depot anymore because there's too many men looking at me and coming in my job and making it awkward as fuck. But now I have a platform. And it's like, you have a platform of what?
She can. So yeah, that's my question though. Well, what is her platform? She gonna start the OnlyFans?
Because she has a platform now, and then you see, that's what I mean. You have a platform, meaning you went from,
let's say she started the OnlyFans. She didn't, but let's just say that's what she intends on doing, or she intends on taking advantage of that.
See, that's my thing. She's not talking about what she planning to do. This is what I mean. She said, I have a platform. Oh, you see, well now, and now I have a platform. And you know what that means? All of those men that went and followed her, those 40,000, 50,000, however many thousand men that follow her, that is what she means when she says that she now has a platform. And the reason why I bring up the little boy that's a football player with his dad is because his dad is all about getting his son out there.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, you know what? All of this attention, and everybody saying it about the baby Gronk thing, is all of this attention is nothing but pressure. It doesn't create dollars.
It does, though.
Okay.
It does, because think about it. If you the Home Depot chick,
yeah,
and you went viral for your whatever,
well, how you look,
people are going to find your IG. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And if you popping on IG, you already know the sky's the limit when it comes to that. You can start getting brand deals. You start getting Fashion Over deals. You can start doing Pretty Little Things, scams, all types of shit.
I'm just going to butt it and say that it's not as easy as you think to do stuff like that. You really got to be a social media chick to do that. But you're right.
You're right. But look, this is her start.
You're right.
And my thing with you is you have a platform.
Yeah.
You don't get money the right way, the quote unquote right way. You left your quote unquote right way for your platform. So
that girl,
you, Terrance.
What you mean? Why are you coming at me for the right way? I didn't say she was supposed to get right.
No, because you said.
Because I'm not coming for her to get money. I'm not with the strippers.
You made it seem like her getting a platform and leaving her job isn't worth it. But no, you did that.
And look, for me, I did it for the money. I didn't get fired and say, well, I got fired, but I went viral and I got 50,000 followers, so now I got a platform. It's like, yo. People think and that's my mindset. Like, damn, you know what? You posted a picture and it went viral and niggas started being so weird that you couldn't even work. And you're like, well, got a platform. Well, at least I got a platform. I mean, she's not saying like, she's not happy about it. It's fucked up, y'all. I only bring this up to say like, platforms these days is the new money.
It is.
These days, we about to start seeing people do, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later, we're going to start seeing people act real Ready Player One-ish. We bring this movie up a lot. This is going to be a movie that we look back on years from now, and it's going to be one of them Steven Spielberg, one of them ones.
Like artificial intelligence.
Like how we look back at Jurassic Park.
Yep.
You know? Because Go back and look at Ready Player One. And I swear, we can do the video on this. Mm-hmm. They lived in nothing. They lived in trash. They did not give a fuck about what their real world life was. It was all about the world that I'm projecting. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, you got people who these days, I don't really even need to be successful for real. I don't even really need real success. I just need that online success. Yep. I'm broke in real life, but I'm successful online.
Yep.
So much to the point where this girl, look, you lost your job, but you got a platform. So look, there's gonna be people who's like, well, at least she has a platform. Is this really good news? Because now everybody's gonna look to see you do what?
In 2023, it is good news. That's just the world we live in now. It's better for you to, and everybody that does YouTube, getting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and getting that silver plaque is not monetarily the same as you having 100,000 Instagram followers or TikTok followers.
That's true.
In 2023, 2012, yes. But in 2023, popping on the gram or Twitter or TikTok means you can change your life.
Now let me speed you up. Let me do this because I want everybody listening to this to think about this. You see how you feel like you're ahead of the game by saying that? What if you are wrong? Not saying that you're wrong. I just mean, what if you're like the nigga that's saying, when you see the red light, that means stop, and green means go. Okay, bet, like, known. What if that's known now? Like, what if you said the best, like, you know what I'm saying? One of the best shooting guards in the last 10 years is, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, bet. But like right now, what if the next level, like we could talk about what LeBron and them did, but there's a next level. There's somebody who's next. Like you're saying 100,000 views, 100,000 subscribers on YouTube isn't monetarily the same as Instagram. Okay, bet.
Today.
Look, that's true. Move that out the way. Is 100,000 followers on Instagram really as monetarily beneficial as it once was even 5 years ago? There are so many girls with 100K. 100K.
That's true.
Is 100K what 100K used to be? Are those brands saying, oh, she got 100K, let's throw the bag at her? Or
it depends on what you do.
And that's exactly my point. Because this is the thing with this girl. Were you doing? Were you at Home Depot, but you was doing that, and now your side hustle through a viral post has now become your main? Or now have you been Damar Hamlin given a platform?
We did not need the physical.
Thrust it with a platform. Damar Hamlin got hit and woke up with millions of fans.
Yep.
Oh shit, I have a whole platform.
Yep.
I wasn't even starting.
They was contemplating. No, that was stupid. That was RG3 that said it. There was
put him on the Madden.
Conversation about him being on Madden because of that. Which,
look how far it can get you, a platform. So that's what people see. Bruh did not do anything. He got a platform, and that got him deals. So look, maybe getting a platform is going to get me deals. It used to be I need to get some deals, therefore I can get a platform. You know what I'm saying? Or I need to build something so that it creates a platform, and then the deals come from what I created. But if you're just given a platform off of a random viral activity you do, it's a gift and a curse. No pun intended, that new gun I just dropped. Look, don't say that shit. He not with us.
But I get what you're saying. And I think one thing you got to remember about the whole shit, though, is that shit is not easily obtainable like you think. Yeah. There's a lot of people that start. There's a lot of girls that have 100K, but there's a lot of girls, there's even more that do not.
Yeah.
It's still very hard to do.
It is.
You still got to fit a certain ilk, and it does depend on what you do. A lot of the time, you can have 100K, but if you're not really marketable, you may not get the brand deals that somebody else will get. Look at Keith Lee. Keith Lee started off doing them food reviews to the point where now he's getting money to do that shit. Now, of course, he's got millions. Yeah. But once you get that platform, sky's the limit what you can do with it. Well, you're right about this girl, though, because I don't know what she's going to end up doing. It sucks that she ended up losing her job. And it hates because there was a lot of people that was just hating on her just because.
And I do want to say this. The dudes that came out and said that she needed to start an OnlyFans, the OnlyFans girl hating on her, and everybody that was hating on this girl, that was completely uncalled for. I feel like it is a weird... It's a weird thing now when dudes see pretty girls to be like, oh, she need to start an OnlyFans. Low key, that's weirdo energy. We just gonna put that out there. But you see a pretty girl and you want her to start an OnlyFans because you want to just see her.
Nah,
it just looks weird.
Let me give you some pushback, and I'll let you respond. I feel like when people say that, it's because people see a money opportunity for people. Do you know most of the girls that have OnlyFans are not up there fucking? They just up there joint posting extra pics or doing personal pics.
Yeah, they mostly don't even be putting up.
Have you ever bought somebody's OnlyFans thinking they was up there fucking, but they're not?
Yeah, 100%.
I think we all have kind of been there before.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, oh, okay. She basically doing what most of these girls do on the gram. But
you thought the pack landed.
Yeah, it did it.
That tonight about to be crazy. Look, what you talking about, bro? Nothing. You can still see the OF going in his pocket. He ain't even put the tab down. I'm gonna leave it there as soon as I get home. I'm putting in my card number. She gonna be the one to get me to insert my number.
I'm telling you, OnlyFans is brilliant, bro. It's like it's a better platform than Patreon.
I wish I would have been
bundle
like the dude
plans they have on that joint. It's genius. And honestly, I was going to have you respond to this because it wasn't just men that tell these girls that you should post on Patreon. That you should post on OnlyFans. Some people, it's a compliment to say start the OnlyFans because it means, yo, if you popping like this, you'll pop over there. I'm gonna tell you, if you charge,
it looks away.
If you charge $10 a month to 3,000 people. You know what I'm saying?
We get it.
You gonna have some bread.
You gonna have some bread.
You gonna make that Home Depot check in a month.
But she came out and said she don't want that. Morally, she don't want that. She said she want to get money the right way, and people were shitting on her for saying that. And they saying, oh, so OnlyFans is the wrong way? Now we playing this game where we want to act like getting OnlyFans money is right.
Terrance, but that's the thing.
There's nothing wrong with it, but there's also... This is my issue with the OnlyFans girls. Most of the OnlyFans girls be like they wouldn't want their daughter to do it. So don't get all in your feelings when somebody say they want to get money the right way when you're getting money that you wouldn't even want your daughter to get it that way. So just chill. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, sex workers, please be calm because most of y'all wouldn't want y'all daughters to do your work.
But you can't shame those workers. It looks like shame to say that they're not getting it the right way.
Right way looks like shame. But guess what? Right way looks like shame. What are we fucking saying?
No.
So guess what?
That's not
Is
what
it right way? Well, you know what? I don't like the way that looks. That's what that looks like. Get out of your feels. You are doing it the backdoor way, and you getting millions, right? Cool.
Terrance,
I just don't like that.
So
you want us to respect. That's like strippers. That's like a girl saying, I don't want to be a stripper because I'm going to get my money the right way. And a stripper saying, oh, you got me fucked up. You don't even want to strip. Shut the fuck up. You don't.
Terrance, there are plenty of strippers that get in that bag.
I put this on anything. Everybody who stripped, I put this on anything. Every woman and man who strips, they just doing it because that's what they doing. I don't think that they have a real passion for it. If they say they have a passion for it, it's because when they was doing it because they needed to, they ended up fucking with it. But low key, I don't think anybody has ambitions to be in that type of work. I swear, maybe it's just me.
I would be interested to see what the sex workers have to say. But you see, they ate that girl up for just saying she wouldn't do OnlyFans because she want to get money this way. And there were some people under there like, Be Nasty is probably like the most popular Twitter OnlyFans chick. She commented under there and just said, we don't even want you to do it. We just want you to stay pretty. Like, It was all some humble, that's a humble plug.
Yeah.
But it was some people under that joint that was royally pissed off.
But also it's like, damn, that's just like that's getting triggered.
It is. I mean, could you say it's doing it the wrong way? You can. I mean, it is a little. It's.
Just to cap that situation, y'all. Going viral for your looks or going viral for something that you do comes with a risk because you might get a platform that you either might not have asked for, or you might not be ready for.
Only issue I have with bruh that's doing it for his son is I would hope that his son...
baby Gronk.
Yeah. Only issue that I have with him doing this is I want my son to grow. Like, I have a platform now. I could literally put my son's face right out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And just vlog his whole growing up journey.
Which I wish Terrell would do, y'all. Believe me.
But...
He don't.
He'll be, he's going to be there like other family members are there. what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not putting his whole life on camera because at the end of the day, I want him to make the decision whether he wants to do it or not.
Question for you. This is why I wanted to talk to you. This dude, Baby Gronk's dad, is 36 years old. Baby Gronk is 11. And he had his son basically at 25. He said, I had this plan before my son was even here. I've had this plan. And that's what a lot of people have an issue with because they said, oh, so you wanted him to be this football star before he was even here. He should make that choice on his own.
Yes, exactly. And that's to me, that's selfish. You wanted this. You're living vicariously through him because guess what? Your old ass can't make a platform. Nobody gives a fuck about you right now. Yeah. So you're living through your kid. And that's what a lot of people do with their babies. Do you know how many vlogs I've watched over the last 10 months, bro? A day in the life with a newborn, labor and delivery vlog, scheduled induction vlog, this vlog, that vlog, where they have their baby coming out the pussy, wiping the cheese off him.
This is ridiculous.
His first appointment, he's got a rash. Oh God, he's fucking, look at this. And it's like, damn, you putting this child's you're making money. You grew this platform because you had this kid. My girl has watched this.
I don't have a problem with that though, Terrell, because look, watching it and look at how much you learned from it. You learned a lot from people sharing, so I get it.
Selfishly,
because we're not talking about that. We talking about not making the choice for the baby. If people want to show their baby process, I don't think that you're doing your kid dirty by showing them as a fucking baby who does nothing. They don't do shit.
So if mom and dad recorded everything that happened to you when you had a shitty diaper,
Terrell, what am I going to be upset?
You had a diaper rash.
Who gives a fuck?
And the whole world saw you grow up.
What am I really going to be so upset about that for?
Because you now have attention that you might not have wanted growing up. Like,
I'll say this, Terrell.
Let's say you grow up, and I'll let you respond.
No, you got it.
You grow up, you hit 13, 14.
Yeah.
But now at this point, you got your own personality. You might be a little shy. You might not be as social as your parents. But since they put you all over their channel, whether you want the attention or not, you have it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people think about that in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what Crew's going to want to do. I don't know what he's going to... I mean, he's going to be his daddy's son. But, which means I think he'll be social. But what if he's not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to...
I mean, that I get. The Baby Gronk thing is way further than just that. Because I get not showing your kids full life. You know what I'm saying? But to make the choice for your kid to play football and be this football star, bro, them white boys, these white dads are not fucking with it at all. You wanted to be a star and you fucking couldn't because you're a fucking failure and you're trying to live through your kid and he makes that choice. You done pissed the white dad community off. And look, he comes out and I don't know if you know that this dude be saying, the little boy be saying shit that his dad say. Tell him to say. His dad be like, say this, say.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Ace family shit.
It's bad. It's bad.
Look at the camera. Look, cry. You're making a cry face.
You're making a cry face. We're sad because mommy didn't get her yacht. The no yacht cry.
Nah, yeah. It's definitely. He's definitely wilding for that.
That's what people are. That's what we're seeing these days. People are willing to risk it all for the platform. These days, we had to worry about a nigga robbing you for the dollars. Mm-hmm. Are we headed towards a future where a nigga's gonna rob you and be trying to gain fame or a platform, or somebody snake you out because they want your platform, not even your money?
We've seen that with the dudes that just went. We talked about it last week where they went up in the houses saying,
fame.
That's the best way to go viral is to do some crazy shit.
Because watch, you're going to see him on a little British, we a little British whatever, and he's selling something. Watch. Because they done gave this little motherfucker a deal. He running in people's houses. Now he on Amber Alert. Now he on ADT. Watch out for me. I'm on ADT.
That's the dangerous part of it.
That's the dangerous part. Because look, Brett, he wearing in people's houses, and now they giving him money.
Mm-hmm. Is what it is, man. Crack rock.
It's crazy.
That crack. All of the fellas that buy the double booty 3000, which is the big joint that you can fuck.
Oh, the pocket pussy, the closet pussy joint.
Yeah, pocket pussy is just it's like a sleeve. It's like a Arizona can with a pussy at the top.
Yeah,
and you with that.
Yeah,
I'm talking about that.
You talking about the niggas with the big
You can put that in a drawer. Right?
You talking about the joint with the hips and
the people that buy the ass that you fuck.
Yeah.
My only question is, where do you store that joint?
Oh no, yeah.
Where do you put that joint? Do you just have an ass in your closet? Like, do you put that under your bed, or
you gotta put that joint in your drawer? And you tell your girl, don't go in that drawer.
Don't fit in a drawer. Where you gonna put this ass in the drawer? It's a big ass.
You can put it in one of these drawers here.
Terrance, the drawers that you have, you couldn't put ass in that drawer.
And then look, do you rinse that joint off before you get busy with it? Are you taking it and you rinsing it off?
I know. Like, do y'all wipe that joint out, or do you just dip in the same
nut in it and then you just say, I'm about to go to bed, or I'm about to
go to work. Disgusting. What do y'all do?
That's nasty. Hey, look, this a funny story. I would tell it because whatever. My girl sent me these little motion lights that I can get from her Amazon joint, from her Amazon storefront, right? And there's these, and I shouldn't even tell this story because I don't even know where the fuck it came from. But look, there's these motion lights that you get, and when you buy something from somebody's Amazon storefront, it'll show the other shit that you buy on your order. So I bought these motion lights. I bought this other Northern Lights joints to put the stars on your roof. I forget whatever other shit that I got, but I only got maybe like 4 different things. I think I got some stickers. I don't even know. All I know is I did not know that my girl could see my Amazon order at all. I didn't know she could see it at all. So
she could see everything you bought.
Yeah, but look, I was trying to surprise her with the motion lights. I'm gonna keep it on her. I'm gonna give y'all the insight. She had the motion lights in her crib, right? So I said, it's some shit that I see in here. I'm gonna try to steal it from you. When you come through, you'll see. So I didn't tell her what I got on the Amazon order. But since she sent me the storefront, she could already see it. That's just giving y'all context. So look, my girl came here a minute ago, but like in the days of her coming up here, she kept saying, yo, what did you order on Amazon? What did you order on Amazon? And I'm like, I ordered some stuff. Like, I just ordered some stuff. I'm not about to tell you everything that I ordered. She already done seen my order, right? I didn't notice. But when I tell y'all she was pressing the fuck out of me about my Amazon order, like every other day she'd be like, yeah, you ordering a lot of stuff on Amazon. Like, what did you order? And then like she said something like this, like, you didn't order anything else. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, you being nosy as shit. I'm trying to get the crib right for you. And you press this shit to know what I ordered. I'm like, damn, if you want to know so bad, I ordered the fucking lights. I ordered the lights. Whatever. And she's like, you didn't order nothing else. And I'm like, what the fuck do you think that I ordered? Sorry for the long story, but she ended up showing me you can see all the items that people buy also when they buy from your Amazon storefront. And somebody who bought one of them lotion lights also bought
lotion lights.
Motion lights. They also bought the joint, the booty, the pocket pussy joint. And my girl thinking that I done ordered this shit off the slick and thinking that she don't see it. I'm like, boo, I promise you on everything. I'll show you my Amazon order. I would not be ordering a pocket pussy booty.
What do you
3,000 from Amazon?
What do you search, y'all? What do you have to search? I want to search
pocket
sex
booty.
I don't even want to search this joint.
Pocket ass, because then you're going to have to recommend it. You're going to say, let me log into the Amazon Prime. And she's going to get on that joint and see.
For men.
Latex bubble. It was something like that.
Women's torso sex doll. Okay.
Niggas be on this like, nah, that one not good enough. I need a different one.
I need ebony shade.
See if they got the ebony shade. Yo, the ebony shade is crazy. I don't know who ordered that fucking thing and was looking at my girl Amazon storefront, but she knows that you bought that, bro. And it wasn't me.
Nah, yeah.
I got to fight that for the rest of my damn life talking to this girl now because she going to think I'm just hiding it,
I don't even want this joint in my search. Pocket ass.
Pocket ass.
Look, table ring light, newborn sleepers, pocket ass. When your girl be like, let me use your computer, babe.
And I told you she going to be on the Amazon Prime. Oh, let me see if they put out Perfect Pitch 2.
Father's Day is this weekend.
100%. 100%. Terrell's first Father's Day.
My first Father's Day.
100%.
I want to give a shout out to all of the dads out there because I did want to say this too. I probably should have said this when I was talking about, the baby coming. But I want to give a shout out to all of the dads out there. I'm not going to use the term active fathers or, men that are whatever, because that does a disservice to all of the dads that are doing what they know they're supposed to be doing, what they signed up for, what they're passionate about, and what they do every day. So I want to give a shout out to all of the dads out there. This holiday gets swept under the rug so much where, I think it's super important to acknowledge a lot of the fathers, especially a lot of the fathers that commented on my page under my posts, who I know y'all have had kids. I've told people that I follow that I only follow because they listen to the podcast that have kids, that I've watched them with their kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where I got to watch them parent from a distance. So, shout out to all of the dads out there. If your mom was your only parent, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Shout out to them. I can tell you, I can't imagine doing what I'm doing right now alone. So shout out to the single moms, but it's not y'all day. Nobody cares if your mom raised you. Y'all had a day last month.
Right.
On the 14th. For that, it is Father's Day. Save the stories about mom.
And Terrell does this every year.
Every year, because the shit is annoying.
Yeah, definitely want to give a big shout out to all of the dads out there. Shout out to my man right here. Super proud of him. Mm-hmm. I get to see fatherhood from a different lens this year. So definitely Father's Day is a big deal this year.
Yeah.
Definitely a big shout out to all of the fathers, even though I know you saying not to say to the present fathers. But definitely shout out to the good dads out there.
Yeah, for sure.
I saw somebody tell you, welcome to the best hood, fatherhood. And I said, you know what? If it's anything that we all gonna rally around, it need to be that.
It need to be that.
Because I feel like that's in all of our future, whether we really like it or not. We might not all be into music, football, sports, but we all gonna end up being black dads.
Yeah, for sure.
Whether you got a little mixed baby or not, you gonna be a black dad.
That's true.
Or a dad, period. It ain't even about your race.
Don't even put a race on it, because it's gonna be a bunch of people that are dads. It ain't even about a race.
It's just about dads. I think that
fatherhood is fatherhood. That's one thing. Like I can tell you, I was in the
nursery.
In the nursery, first of all, it's dope the way they have it set up. First of all, they make sandwiches every day. Ham and cheese, turkey and cheese.
Remember, y'all went to a good one now.
We had a good labor and delivery, but that stuff is for the dads. You know what I'm saying? Like the kitchen, you go get mom some ice and water, but they be on a liquid clear diet, so they can't even really eat for real because the baby coming.
Damn,
but since you there all night, they have Jello, pudding, all types of food and shit. Anyway, only reason why I say that is I would go to the kitchen and I would run into other guys.
And they would be different races.
An Arab guy, a white dude, and we all were like, you dad? You know what I'm saying? Is your first? Or I met the dude, he was on his fourth.
Damn, yeah.
He said, dude, this is our fourth time, same place. I always get these sandwiches every time.
Damn, that's
And I'm
his
like,
life,
that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I said fatherhood is a language that...
And I bet all his kids is 4, 2, 3 months, and then this is
we just had Jacoby.
Express. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
For sure.
Like,
happy Father's Day to dad, too. Dad, he never thought he was going to be a granddad. He never thought he would live to see it. So I'm excited for him because this is his first grandfather's day.
Yeah, first granddad's day. Turn up, man. It's a special day. We definitely have to talk about this. It's something that happened right when, I would say around last week. We didn't have the podcast last week. But Zion Williamson, one of the first round draft pick, he took the world by storm. Y'all know who he is. And y'all, by this time, y'all know about the story with him and this girl. For those who don't know, I'm giving you the quickest version of it ever. He came out and said he was having a baby with his girl. People found out that his girl used to be a stripper and then all of this other stuff. And then his baby reveal got turned into a damn bruh. Why you pick her? And I honestly thought that was kind of fucked up because we was all happy that he was, you know what I'm saying, seeing with a sister. And then it just seemed like it was a teardown party. I don't know. And then, because I guess the girl did have a past. Whatever. Then this porn star named Mariah Mills comes out of nowhere, starts slamming Zion because Zion was saying whatever to her. We don't really want to talk about Zion and Mariah Mills and everything that happened because we could say the obvious. Zion is very green. Mm-hmm. You could tell. especially this chick. I wish it was a bad joint where I'd be like, damn, you know what, Zion? I get it. You know, I get it. Her? But Zion, I get it, is green. And then this girl is low-key on that predator side. And it ain't even low-key. She's 100% on some. You could tell she was just sick that Zion had to reveal, and now, oh, you were supposed to be flying me out. This is a classic story, y'all. Also, one thing that I do want to say about everybody that's reacting to the Zion thing, Zion is not the first, I'll say. This is a funny situation, but I want y'all to know this shit is all over the place. In the NBA, NFL, everywhere.
100%.
It's niggas getting tricked like Zion. Think about it, y'all.
Isn't that the Paul George story?
I mean...
No. Paul George story wasn't like that.
Not that, but everybody has their... Yo, you was young in the NBA doing what? What were you doing?
You was wilding.
Because you got all this money. And I want y'all to think if you got all this money and you had access to these joints that you could... And they gonna respond.
Yeah.
You know? Let's not forget Zion when he came out. And I'm gonna let you go.
No, you got it.
When Zion came out, remember he was talking to the white girl? He was telling her, no, you're beautiful.
Oh, my God.
You're beautiful.
They said he beat the milk allegations.
When I saw him with the black joint, I said,
I've
bro, been doing work off court.
Nah, for sure. I don't even know where I was. I think I was still in the hospital, but I had just saw that he was having a baby.
Yeah, like that, right? Oh,
it was
okay,
Bleacher
cool.
Report. Zion's having a baby. Shout out to him. So I'm like, dope, and he got her having a baby with a sister.
Yeah.
After chasing the white girls at Duke. So that's all I saw. And then it wasn't until you told me about the craziness that I was like, what happened?
Yeah, it's craziness. I wanted to say a couple things about the situation. I feel like this being this news of this porn star coming out and talking shit about Zion and being unhappy about his gender reveal, this being something that you are seeing people like Stephen A. Smith talking about and people talking about it in mainstream media. It's just like that is the only part of it that y'all know me. I have a problem with that. Mm-hmm. Stephen A. I mean, the tweet was insane. He was like talking about Zion and his porn star side chick. It's like, why do we give a fuck what you think about this? You're like the sports guy. Like, you low-key can't do this. Like, now we starting to mix media. Like, we really blending the shit. Because we got to watch you get up there when Zion don't play well and talk about him. But now you also going to talk about his personal life?
Because, you know, Stephen A. has the Stephen A. Smith show now where it's not First Take. And he talks about more topics than just basketball and football.
But you playing that fine line where you are talking about more topics than basketball, but you going to start talking about people's... Because, look, you're bringing fans to your show from your job.
Nah, for sure.
Not from your own little thing. You want to get on there and talk about people's personal life? My thing is this. I ain't got no problem with you, Stephen A., or the people like him. Because, look, I'm talking about Zion right now. I'm just saying you play a funny line when you have to judge this man's craft and you control a narrative around this man's job.
Yes, that's the...
We can talk about his personal life because we on the outside with him in the personal space. You get the insight and low-key, y'all control the narrative.
Yep.
That's why I'm like, yo, this story blowing up the way that it did is nuts. But low-key...
No, it is like...
Lesson learned, EOD, y'all. Y'all know...
Zion
when
was
you
just out in these
green,
streets.
you gonna get mixed.
He was out in these streets a little too heavy. First of all, he need to sit his fat ass down.
He's not fat anymore. He look good. He looks slim.
He still
about to be
like
back.
He was working on the railroad all the live long day.
What you mean working on the railroad? What the fuck?
Remember the story of John? Remember the story of John Hamm?
John Hamm? Or John?
I think it was John Hamm.
All I know is he was built.
Well, he looked like he went past that. Remember the dude that said, you gonna eat your cornbread? You look like that was your father. Remember his son came?
Now, Zion was big, but he looks good now, bro. He's not fat. You haven't seen him. He looks good
I'm just talking about the fact that you doing all of this shit. You out here with these hoes, heavy crazy.
And you haven't been on the court.
And you haven't played.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not trying to be on no Kyrie. Look, he just needs to, you haven't played basketball.
Just play basketball, man. Show up for it.
That's all they want. Just show up. I'm not saying that, but it is kind of like You was out here wilding for real.
Yeah, but this other girl is a predator like shit. Mariah Mills, I will never search your name.
Now, when you
in
say,
my search bar,
when
I don't
you
care
say,
if you're a porn star, I will never search your name.
When you say predator, though,
would
what
you
do
search Mariah Mills in your search
No.
bar?
I would have had to seen her in a thumbnail going crazy and then watch one video and be like, bet I need to see more of this joint.
Terrell typing Mariah Mills with the one free hand. I'm sorry. But look.
That is insane. Terrance, that is insane to say. That is crazy to just say.
That's crazy, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And all of you niggas do. All right, I'm logging off. But look, that's why I say, yo, you're not that crazy for me to do that. Why do you
call her a predator? Because to me, predator is like, you know, preying on the youth. Is she like 60? Is she like 40?
She's 32, Zion. She's 32, and Zion is what, 22? So they like, you 32 years old on here talking about, think about it. Zion texted her and was like, why you doing this to me? And she literally released all of the messages.
She did.
He said, why you doing this to me? She put, because you kissed her. You said you were with me. You are a 32-year-old woman.
Okay, I didn't know she was that old.
You are a 32-year-old woman. Like, you're a fucking clown. You're a clown. And I'm not putting your name in my search bar with the free hand.
I ain't
even starting. I don't even know what hand before I even get busy.
I don't even know what she looked like, but
Terrell, when I tell you she looked like that fridge right there, she looked like that fridge with ass. Just take the fridge and turn it around and put a bubble on it. And you know what niggas will say? Look at that fridge got a bubble.
I would, yeah, I would.
I would fuck that fridge. One thing we do want to say in the middle of this episode, if you made it this far, believe it or not, we are celebrating 3 years of the MalloryBros podcast.
Absolutely.
This past June 12th. I want to give a shout out to my sister Candace and my sister Kelly. They bought me and Terrell flowers. They got us roses. You probably can't see them up here, but they got us roses, and they said that you have to give black men their flowers while they here. It was dope. We celebrated.
It was amazing.
3 years.
It was a great moment. Yeah,
it's amazing. It was amazing. Got vlog footage of it. Y'all will see that soon. But happy 3-year anniversary, bro.
Yeah,
100%.
Pandemic born. We started this shit when we couldn't leave the house, and you know, I've been a part of people's lives ever since. And I think it's dope that we finally hit the 3-year crest. Because, man, it don't feel like it's been 3 years. But sometimes when people be like, yo, this is from pod, shout out to my boy Leo, he'll be like, this is from pod 74. And I'm like, damn, when I think about it, we at, what, 155?
155.
And when I look at it by weeks, it make more sense.
And we haven't reached the 3-year week yet, but to the date, y'all, 6/12. And believe it or not, my sister opened my eyes to this. We started, the very first podcast was uploaded 6/12, 6/12. You add that up, that's 9. It's crazy. It's always been there, y'all. It's always been there, even when I couldn't see it. Candace is always my eyes behind me. She always see it, bro, when it's not me. But definitely, it's a beautiful anniversary. 3 years. There's people who've been rocking with us for all 3 years.
Yeah.
So shout out to y'all if you've been here, and if you've just been rocking for 3 weeks, turn up.
Hell yeah. Spin the block twice like it ain't nowhere to pop.
There's some girls probably been watching this that say, I was plotting on that Terrell, and he just said, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Oh, you definitely get heat. You definitely get the comments from joints you used to mess with.
Congrats. I'm glad that happy for you.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely get all of that. Bro, and that's what's crazy
Congrats.
That's the crazy about the 3-year thing too, bro. That's what's crazy about the 3-year thing too, because our lives were completely different 3 years ago when we started. I was knee deep in a retail career. Terrance was a troubled, angry employee somewhere.
I was employee of the month.
This nigga was an angry employee.
I'm talking about my employee of the month, June 2020 that I'm riding with. But look, 100%.
It's crazy to just see where our lives are today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you remember when we was in elementary school and they played World's Greatest and we all cried because we knew we was going to different middle schools?
100%. That was sad as shit. I made it. World's greatest.
I listened to that joint yesterday and said,
sad as shit.
I said, that this nigga R. Kelly would clean somebody up in a verse.
He would. It would be no competition. Like, he could clean a nigga like Jay up in a verse. It would be tough. Jay
don't talk about them. Jay don't talk about them unfinished business albums that he got.
He don't.
You ain't doing that at B-Sides tour.
We didn't record that shit together. Terrell, your girl's at a bar. She's with her girl. She's out for the night. She's doing her thing. It's dudes, you know what I'm saying, that find her attractive. They buy her drinks, right? Your girl's there. You ain't there. Is your girl able to take drinks and accept drinks from men when you are not there? How do you feel about that? That's something that a lot of people were going back and forth about this week.
I would say no. I would say, and I know we've covered this in a course of action a couple of times before, something like that. What we would do, but just for the sake of conversation, and since we do a podcast every week, I would say no. I wouldn't want my girl at a bar somewhere getting drinks from guys, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want if it's one drink, or if the guy says I bought y'all a round of drinks and it's something for the girls, I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah.
But if a nigga's obviously courting you, I would expect you to stand tall in that moment, as you would expect me to stand tall in that moment as well.
Yeah. I had to talk
because you play a dangerous game when you start getting intoxicated, and then you can't really be your most coherent self. You could be also taken advantage of. A nigga could put something in that drink.
Okay.
You know
well, I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked my girl last night, because it's funny, that conversation went the way that you know it went. Don't see what's wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? But look, I'm gonna ask you the same thing. This is the scenario. Bruh's like, at bartender's like, yo, same situation as the last one we used to talk about. But like, yo, he comes to your girl and he's like, oh yeah, this is a so-and-so drink. I know you didn't order it, but my man right here wanted to buy you that. So, you know, bartenders be off the, I got you for the bruh. Mm-hmm. So he gonna put him on. My girl was like, if he just bought a drink and didn't say anything, I said, what nigga is just gonna buy you a drink and does not even acknowledge you? He gonna give you some type of wave.
He gonna give you the Great Gatsby glass lift or something like that. And that's fine. But bro, that's, to me.
And look, she take the drink and go, thank you, and start drinking. You don't got a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with that. Because when he comes to court, she's gonna say respectfully, I got a man, but thanks for the drink. And that's gonna be it.
Yeah, and that low-key is how the story goes right there.
That's how the story goes.
And fellas, that is the reality that we have to be cool with.
If you are.
That's the reality that we have to be cool with, fellas.
That's the reality that if you in a relationship where you are secure and trust that person, then you're supposed to be cool with.
Nah, the only reason why I say it like that, Terrell, because low-key, none of us like it. And even you. Even though you know your girl gonna handle biz, the fact that bruh offer your girl a drink, most men, I feel like 99% of men would rather, even though we know we can't get our women to do this because we can't control them, we don't even want to say that this is what we want. We want them to turn that drink down. We want them to be like, nah, I'm good. Because even though you're gonna turn him down, we still kind of feel like, and this is just how us fellas see it, ladies, we be feeling like he's taking care of you in a way. Or he owes you something. Or, I'm sorry, you owe him something because he's doing something for you. Like, you came here for drinks and he supplied that for you. Feel me? So now you got a nigga who could feel like, because you took the drink, that
now you at least owe him a conversation.
Yeah,
or
because
like
niggas is not, that's what I told my girl. He ain't buying you a drink because he saw you and thought you was thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
He bought you a drink for a reason. And look, I told her, I said, whenever I bought a girl a drink, if she ever like turned it down, that was the end of it. But if she took it, there was always a next step. I ain't never bought no girl a drink, and then when I went over there, she said, I got a man. The vibe always never been that for me to do it anyway. But, you know.
It's like putting in a parlay, low-key.
So my question to you is an insecurity for us men, you know? Because we don't, and this was the example I gave to my girl. She started backing off. I said, imagine me at a cookout, right? You not there. I'm just there with my niggas. We just off some kickback shit. You not there. Random girl come up to me and say, yo, we had this peach cobbler over there. I wanted you to try it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, all right, bet. I just take the plate. She stepped. Whatever. I said, how do you feel about that exchange? I said, you call me, I'm eating peach cobbler, and you like, oh, you got peach cobbler? You get that? I'm like, oh, yeah, some girl just brought me like some peach cobbler. I don't know, some girl brought it over here. Your girl is like, yeah. She white and you white, or a girl make you a plate. Like, imagine a girl make you a plate, and you take it, you eating a plate, and your girl say, where you get that plate from? Oh, this girl made it.
Yeah, yeah. For sure.
Would your girl want you to just take the plate because, I mean, fuck it, I gotta eat? or do she want you to turn it down?
You're right.
Your girl, whether she like it or not, whether you're secure as hell or not, you want your partner to be like, nah, I'm straight.
I'm good. I'm gonna do my own thing.
But could you get mad at her? No.
I wouldn't. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't want my girl to actually drink the drink. You can accept the drink, but I wouldn't want you to like actually drink it.
Yep. I told my girl in the most humble way last night. You know, fellas, you know how you tell your girl you don't like some shit, but you just really can't tell her? Think about it. These days, fellas, we not our fathers. Because guess what? Some of y'all fathers was fucking horrible and abusive and
controlling. Nigga can't do laundry. Don't
nigga
know
can't
how to
do shit. We are not them. This is what I was trying to. This is what I told my girl, fellas. And this is all I'm gonna say. This is very quick relationship advice in the middle. If you ever gonna tell your girl anything, wait. Do not rush it. Even if you got her sitting over there waiting for you to talk, you need to get all of your shit together. You need to get how you gonna say it, what you gonna say it, how you gonna finish it before you talk to her. Cause fellas, let me tell you something. This is what we did. This is the part of the game we didn't peep. We talking to fucking teachers, lawyers, doctors, fucking analysts, front desk people. These women don't forget shit. They are very much smarter than us. We going to work lifting shit. We got our AirPods in. We listen to podcasts.
Not all of us work in factories.
I know. I'm not. I'm generalizing.
Fuck out of here.
I'm generalizing. I'm just saying,
very
bro.
much.
For the most part, bro, we get the job done. Come home. They are at work using the shit they gonna use against you. They scanning shit. They remembering shit. They organizing. They remembering names already.
No bull.
All I'm gonna say is, I told my girl the most chillest way. I ain't really fucking with it. You know, I'd rather you not drink it. But look, am I out there? Like,
you better not.
If you drink it, we gonna have a problem. Nah.
I think you know what happens, T, is a lot of the times the passion that you see behind these men on these podcasts, bro. There's these podcasts where they're like, I do not want my girl. It's these white dudes. I do not want my girl going to bars, getting drunk,
and being around men.
And a lot of that insecurity.
That's a horrible insecurity.
It is, but it comes from the opposite at the same time. Because you're right, it is their own insecurity. But this is the thing that I've noticed about a lot of the ladies out there, and I would be interested to see what the ladies think. A lot of the ladies want you to have traditional values, but they want you to have a progressive mindset around what they do. But as their man, they still want you to, like, this girl was getting cleaned up on a TL because she was like, do men even provide anymore? Or
do men even...
This is my thing, though. Of course they do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But of course, all of the men that are fighting with women online every day came at her with the cooking, with the cleaning, whatever. And if you come at a woman with those traditional values of what a woman used to do, which is he goes out and works, woman stays home, you looked at as, a misogynist or you know what I'm saying? You get put in that Andrew Tate, Kevin Samuels bucket. But then when we start talking about how a man says, I pay all the bills, I do this and that, I don't let my woman do this, they be on board for that.
They on board for that.
And that's where you get these men.
Oh, you know what? Like, I got a woman, I make money, so my woman don't got to pay no bills. They like, oh, yeah, I love that. See, that's where these type of men at. But the woman that come out and says, my man don't got to do nothing, I cook and I clean and do all of that, I just keep it traditional. They say, that can never be me. I could never fucking do that shit. Sounds like a slave.
Sounds like codependency. But you see, that only reason why I bring it up is because the men that will be like, I don't want this girl to do that. A lot of that shit comes from this tennis that we play online all day, this back and forth.
100. I will say the white boys that don't want their women going out to clubs because you want to go out and you want to be around men who want to fuck. Hey, look. Your woman not going to clubs, and what's she going to do? Stay home with your boring ass and watch what? Watch some shit with you? And look, then when she stops going out with her friends and she stays home with you all day, now you're irritated because she ain't leaving your ass alone and you all she got. Wait, till you get it off. Now you're irritated that she don't go out no more because why do you need to go out? That's what her friends do. Because think about it. You want her to tell her and all her friends to stop going to the club? No, it's just going to be her. She ain't going to go.
But.
Then when she's around you 24/7, then you get sick of her. You're going to say, well, you don't go out with your friends anymore.
This nigga's simping because this is my thing. A lot of the men that...
Yeah, I ain't simping, bro. It happens.
A lot of the men that feel that way, what you got to think about, and it's projecting, but they be in situations with women that they should not even be in relationships with. Because if you were a girl that all she want to do is go to the club, Like them girls in
there. Terrell, you know what them dudes be on. They don't want their girl to go to the club at all.
But this is my thing. They be having these girls on their podcast that say, what's wrong with me going to the club? It's like, fellas, why are we talking to these girls like on some wifey type shit? They are obviously in I'm just trying to have a good time phase. So why are y'all even having this conversation with these? They be having conversations with 20-year-olds, 21.
Terrell, we talking about these white boys who are like, they don't want their girlfriend to go to the club because it's going to be men there. They don't have nothing to do with young girls.
Nah, you're right. But those men are projecting from situations that they had where they was with a girl who's going back and forth to the club. So it's not to make it seem like it's just their problem. They are just also projecting.
It's their problem. What you mean? You're saying it's not their problem. Hold on, what am I missing? What are you really saying? Because we basically saying the same thing, right?
Yeah, but no. You basically coming out and shitting on the dudes for saying that they don't want their girls to go to the club.
I don't think that that's cool at all. I don't think, even if you've been through something, that's cool.
I would argue that they're not wrong for not wanting their girl to go to the club. They're just telling that to the wrong. They're focusing their attention on the wrong women. Is what I'm saying. I don't think that's wrong. I think it's just you're focusing on.
I think them saying women you're going to the club for. I don't want you to go to the club because you're going to be around men who obviously want you. I think you are wrong for saying that you don't want your girl to go to the club for that because you're just mad insecure.
If you say you don't want a girl that all she does is go to the club and get drinks and stuff like that.
We're not talking about that.
That's what the conversation
Terrell,
is.
no. The conversation is these dudes don't want their girl to go to the club where there are men who like you. It ain't they don't want you to go all the time. They don't want their girl to go. They don't see a reason for their girl to go to the club at all.
Terrance, that's different.
That's what I'm talking about. And bro, that's what people be on.
You're right, but I wasn't talking about that.
I thought you was.
I was just talking about that. Well, you know what? That's an extreme. That's extreme because that's like control.
That's exactly what I thought you was
takes away
talking about.
Preference.
Yeah.
And that's control.
Yeah. Damn, my bad. I thought you were talking about that. I'm glad this is a 3-year anniversary of the MalloryBros podcast because guess what we got today, y'all? Tech Corner.
You didn't do the thing.
You know what's crazy? You see how I'm doing that? It's nuts that this Tech Corner, y'all, it's been a minute since we did Tech Corner. This past week, y'all know me and my girl don't live in the same state for now.
Mm-hmm.
So we both got MetaQuest 2. It was just her birthday. Shout out to her. But we both got a MetaQuest 2, and my introduction to the Metaverse has been insane, y'all. Like, I'm telling you, I got a MetaQuest 2 right before Apple released their little Apple headset.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we will get to that real quick, but just to let y'all know, if you don't have a MetaQuest 2, you never got a VR set, you never really checked out the Metaverse. Y'all know we've talked about it for a minute. Bro, for me to really be in there, that shit is definitely next level. I can see people meeting people in there, meeting up in there. You can hang with people in there. I've been thinking about so much things for the future, y'all, like meet and greets, fucking things that I could create and we could see in there, y'all. There's a whole different universe, y'all, for real. And I'm bringing this up because Apple is putting their hand into it. Apple just released their Apple Vision Pro at their WWDC this past week. They introduced a new iOS with a lot of new features for FaceTime and iMessage. Mm-hmm. But the biggest part of the presentation was the Apple Vision Pro. And I think that was a lot of y'all or some of the sheep or the casuals, the people who not really into VR. That was y'all first time seeing that shit, right? Like the first time y'all seeing this workspace where you have these windows that pop up. One of the dope things on the Quest is I'm like, damn, like the way that I could just work in my own space and I'm in my environment is now my work. I can put my window up here. It's this new way of moving and living. The only thing that I really wanted to say about this whole thing is Apple's new headset is $3,500, y'all. It is 3 bands. That shit is way too expensive. I'm gonna keep it $100. I think it's way too expensive. It's got this glass front. It has the same aluminum as the iPads and the Apple Watches around the whole face. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of what you're spending goes on the hardware and not the experience.
It didn't really look like much, but like I can look at my photos and I can, of course, watch a movie in a theater like on some MetaQuest shit. But I need to be sold on why I should get the Apple Vision Pro over going with like the Oculus. You know what I'm saying? Over the MetaQuest.
Yeah.
Because right now it's like, okay, this is the Apple version, but the MetaQuest costs what? $500?
The MetaQuest that they're getting ready to put out this year is $499. The MetaQuest 3 that drops in September.
Okay, yeah, that's $499. You gotta sell me on a $3,000 difference because y'all's is $3,500.
Y'all's is $34.99.
I need to know what I'm getting for $3,000 more. Now, I do like the fact that it's hands-free and you can just...
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you this. It is the first VR handset. It is the first VR headset that started out with just your hands. Every other VR headset comes with controllers. And I was going to say this too. Like, every other VR headset is really geared around the life of the VR universe. Playing, multitasking, watching.
Yeah.
Apple seemed to only talk about like the multitasking side of it. And for $3,000 more, I don't think it's worth it. Y'all, and Terrell, you are part of them. I really just wanted to come on here and tell y'all, I think everybody should get it. The MetaQuest 3 drops in September. Y'all, I know we used to iPhones. I know we used to laptops, computers, iPads. The next level of this shit, you do not have to wait for. When I tell y'all I introduced myself to the Metaverse right before Apple, we was in the Metaverse for
I remember
1 week. Remember, we was going nuts. Like, it's insane, y'all. I'm so excited to meet some of y'all in the Metaverse. Do y'all know that, hypothetically speaking, me and Terrell could throw a whole live event and all of y'all could show up from your crib? From your crib.
Nah, yeah.
And I mean, I could walk smack up to you, bro. I could walk smack up to you in the Metaverse. And look, is it the me in the physical? No, but I mean, y'all, we could rap, we could talk, bro, I'm telling you.
Nah, yeah, that
it's
is
the future. And why you
is.
think Apple getting involved?
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
I just want to see all y'all get it, y'all. I want to see all y'all get one. I got the MetaQuest 2. When the 3 drop, I'm getting it.
Sometimes the future is right in front of you. You just literally have to look at it. Like, when you look at these car commercials and you notice that BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Ford, Chevy, everybody's commercial has an electric car. There is no more F8 Hemi. All that bullshit, there's not a commercial no more. The fact that Apple coming out with this joint, like, it just lets you know. Like, that is the future. Electric cars are the future. So guess what? All of the high-end retailers are coming out with electric cars. There's an electric Rolls Royce that's coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that is the future. So, this VR shit.
It is the future, and I want y'all
What is PlayStation doing?
PlayStation, are you kidding me? Has one of the best VR headsets.
They got a new one that's supposed to be coming, though. Because you couldn't get that last VR. That been sold out for years.
But this is what I wanted to say, though. In comparison to Apple.
Yes, VR.
The first iPhone came out in what year, Terrell? 2007? I believe it came out in 2007, the very first iPhone. Because if you add that up, 2007 is 9. And it came out in September 9. Anyway, first iPhone came out in September. But do you know how many people's first iPhone was the iPhone 3? The iPhone 4. The iPhone 4 was the best-selling iPhone at one point.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This is the very beginning, y'all. The very first Meta headset. Mind you, Meta used to be called Oculus. The first Oculus headset was the Oculus Rift. Came out in 2012. That is over 10 years of VR that we just really have not been hip to. Apple's coming out with their one. Feel me? As to where Meta has put out maybe 7 headsets because we got variations, we got versions. All I'm going to tell y'all is this, and we're going to wrap up Tech Corner. If you get that $3,500 Apple headset, you're getting fleeced. 100%. It should not be $3,000, but this they first one. This is like they first iPhone. We're going to look back and be like, remember the first one was ridiculously priced? But do y'all know the future is those things getting smaller on your face? Lighter on your face. Soon, me and my boo was talking about it. Soon, it's just going to be glasses.
It's just going to be glasses. That's when I would be like, all right, I'm going to get that.
But understand, that $3,500 piece that you're going to be paying now, you're getting fleeced because you're getting first. They going to come out with the iPhone SE version headset that's going to probably be like $999, $899, because they're going to have to get down to the consumers.
Yeah.
I was telling my girl, you're not getting A 12-year-old, Terrell, you're not getting Crew at 14 years old. You're not getting him a $3,500 thing to wear on his face. It's too expensive. The Apple Care gonna be $800.
But you know what? It like the Mac Studio is what it is. It's not for. There is no cheaper version of the fucking trash can computer that they have. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that. Yeah. It starts at $5,000. It goes up. His shit is expensive. You're not going to get a cheaper version of the Mac capsule. So I don't know if they're going to put out
the Vision Pro.
I don't feel like it's going to get cheaper. I feel like it's going to be another one that comes out that's going to be even more expensive.
My thing is a starting price of $3,500. You want rich people to get that. You don't want kids to get this. I don't see a lot of parents saying, "Oh, I'm going to get my kid a $3,500 VR set," when the competitors is the newest Meta headset is $499, and they're promoting games. They're promoting kid content. What am I gonna do? Oh, my kid wants an Apple Vision Pro. Let me go look at the commercial where I see all adults wearing it, and the adults are wearing it, recording their kids.
I can watch my kid play a football game and not have to like hold a camera. I can just watch the game and know it's being recorded with everything I see.
It's not the flex y'all think it is. It ain't.
Y'all gonna look weird as
Do
shit.
you know they got backlash for that? They got backlash because the dude was sitting there watching his kids play and he was recording, but he had these big ass goggles on and everybody was like, this is weird as fuck to be sitting there. Imagine you sitting there with Crew, but you got these big ass goggles on with a battery pack coming down the side into your pocket.
Nah, yeah, that is.
Fuck out of here, Apple, for $3,000.
Weird.
I gotta put a battery pack. They said the battery pack goes in your pocket. Okay, Apple, what if I don't have pockets?
What if I want to go for a jog?
Oh, look, hold it. But isn't that how I use the control?
Nah, okay, but it's not supposed to be for you to be walking around. It should be in your pocket. Sit your ass down if you want to use it.
What if you don't have a... Okay, well, I hate to be that dude with my Meta Quest 3. I don't need that.
You'll see the difference. Terrance, you'll see the difference.
It is going to be a difference.
You're a Samsung. You sound like a Samsung ass nigga.
I'm mad at the $3,000 price.
I am mad at the $3,000 price point. One thing I did want to say about Apple before we wrap. Tech Corner. I do like the whole FaceTime voicemails thing you can do now.
Yes. You know what? That's what I want to talk about. I didn't want it to all be about Apple Vision Pro. They added some dope features to iOS and FaceTime. I will say this. The FaceTime voicemail thing gonna be dope until you realize that shit probably gonna stack up our storage.
Nah, yeah.
Cause I'm like, somebody could send me a 40-minute video that just sits somewhere on my phone. Like, people can now send me a video that's gonna sit on. I mean, they could already do that through your messages.
Does it go away after you read it? Nah, because your voicemails stay.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want it to go away. I want to keep that. It's a great feature, but I'm like, y'all, can I get the 512 gig?
Yeah. No bullshit. Honestly, but that's the thing. 32 gig phones are a thing of the past. Number one. They don't make them anymore. Lowest you get is 64, and I don't think that you're going to be able to get 64 too much longer either.
But you know what?
They're going to start putting these phones out starting at 128, and you could go up to 2 terabytes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the Samsung joints do.
And I want y'all to understand this. This is some eye-opening. I used to work Best Buy Mobile. So I was selling the 32 gig phones. The first phone I sold was an 8 gig iPhone. 8 gig and 16 gig iPhones. Mm-hmm. But look, the reason why those phones were so low is because those phones had cameras, but it was really, remember when the phone camera was about just capturing little shit, but you took your camera with you.
Yeah.
You had your phone and your camera. The more these phones became our life cameras and how we stack memories, that's why you started seeing the memory go up. Mm-hmm. We would still have a 32 gig phone if we was still using cameras because these audio files have not grown.
Exactly.
They still, I still got like 5.6 gigs of storage. And
the camera market struggled for years. I used to run a sales floor where we had that camera department, and cameras struggled because it was the intersection between everybody's getting iPhones and the Google Pixel got a dope camera. Some of the Samsung cameras are even the phones are trash. But
Samsung phones is good.
We was in between, man. Them big ass.
I feel you.
3
Somebody
down the
listening
side.
to your shit on a Samsung right now.
Yeah, you probably use Spotify.
Terrell.
I was gonna say this. I know it's a lot of people that use Spotify, but
I never listened to another episode again.
Apple is just cleaning everybody up with their UI. I'm sorry. The UI, the way it looks, is just way cleaner. I don't give a fuck about none of that extra bullshit that y'all do. If you're not using it, I use Apple Music. Terrance tried to get me to use Tidal, even though we was using that joint one day. It was fucking up.
Me and my girl use Tidal now.
To me, there's nothing like Apple Music. And people are like, look, oh yeah, well, Spotify has so many millions of listeners. That's because it's cheap. It's for every fucking body.
One thing I will tell you, Terrell.
Anybody can get Spotify. You have to have an iPhone to get Apple Music.
Tidal and Spotify are cleaning Apple Music up when it comes to...
You're tripping.
Terrell, no, I'm not. Let me just say this before you interrupt anything. They are better when it comes to curating music.
Sure.
You can say the interface and the fact that this iPhone is going to work with your actual phone, that's what makes Apple Music beast. It is tailored to your UI. Or your whatever.
The user interface is better.
It is. And it's tailored to your phone. It's made by the people who make your phone. You're going to like it better. But I'm telling you, you just put your phone on shuffle on Tidal and Spotify, I'm telling you. You know how Apple Music will play. You'd be like, why did you play this? Like, come on, young.
Nah, Apple Music does triple the playlist.
They're not good.
I don't use them for that. I'm not a playlist guy. I go to my albums and play albums.
You'd be surprised.
Or I use my favorites joints, curates from my
So, Terrell, you know what I'll say then to you? People who use music like Terrell, you see what he just said? Your opinion on these apps is limited because you really just using it as your storage place for all. If you just go there to your app and use it for where you go and select your album, you're not really using the app the way other people use it, where we are going to these radio stations and the playlist that they make and saying, what? The rap workout playlist for fucking Spotify? I'm sorry, it sucks. Well, what is it? The Beast Mode joint? I just don't like Beast Mode. I don't like that one. Or was that Apple? I think that might be Apple playlist that I just don't like.
Nah.
But the Spotify one is dope. And Tidal has to me, Tidal makes a daily mix. They give you 4 mixes. They give you R&B, hip hop, whatever. I think Apple and Spotify both do it, but I think Tidal's track selection.
Man, I'm talking about the UI, the user interface.
He's talking about his phone.
No, I'm talking about the user interface of the app. You open Spotify and be like, where the fuck is the music? I'm seeing DJ Academics up this joint. I guess they want me to listen to this. Because there's so much on there. Because it's podcast, it's video, it's just too much. You know how Amazon have dope shows, but when you open Amazon Prime, you be like, they need to update this old ass Fire Stick looking shit.
Apple lucky, you download your app is on the phone.
Yeah.
Like it ain't no. But yeah, that's it for the tech corner, man. Turn up, man. I love to see us talking about tech. Love it.
For sure. All right, bet. Movie suggestion of the week. Let's get it.
My movie suggestion of the week, Terrell's not going to really bang with it, but it's going to be Sam Levinson, The Idol, HBO. Hey, look, I want y'all to watch this because I think this is Terrell. I mean, put it like this.
Don't use me.
Right. I want y'all to watch it because I think it's brilliantly shot. I think it looks great. And low-key, we don't know what it's going to be because it hasn't really been anything for real yet. But
not a stranger to that from this motherfucker.
Sam Levinson is a very different guy. But I feel like he's different in a way where he's M. Night Shyamalan different. And you know what that means?
Terrance, that's disrespectful.
You want to know what that means? M. Night Shyamalan did not have the best reputations for his movies, but guess what? Motherfuckers got in them seats. He didn't always have a budget problem.
Terrance, that's not fair.
M. Night Shyamalan, people go see his movies.
M. Night started off on fire.
So did Sam Levinson. So
Sam Levinson did 1 season of Euphoria that was cool. It's not like best show of all time level.
Maybe
you talking about M. Night. You talking about Sixth Sense.
So trust me.
Unbreakable.
I'm really not saying. I'm saying I'm not trying to compare him to M. Night more than I'm just saying he's a guy that you could say you're sleeping on or he sucks. But Terrell's black ass has been watching The Idol the last 2 weeks.
My girl's favorite artist is The Weeknd.
And you watching that because of that. You watching because you're interested.
Terrance, we are watching because of The Weeknd. And I actually watch because the show is so bad that it's great to watch how bad it is. How about that?
And that's why it's my movie suggestion of the week.
Shit is fucking terrible. 2 episodes and we have no idea what's happening. We spent 40 minutes at a video shoot the last episode. What are we doing? How did this motherfucker even get a green light?
I don't know. It looks great though, y'all. It looks great.
It looks amazing. It looks great. All his stuff looks great.
Weekend is being, what do you call it? Wicked Gangs weekend. What's the weekend where he just says pussy all the time?
Nah, he's being.
I want that pussy on the. He's that weekend.
Weekend is living his or nah remix verse.
Nah, yeah, 100%.
We just me and my girl talk about it, how that verse was just so vulgar from the weekend, and that's what he's doing with this show. But it's not his fault.
Check it out, y'all. It's HBO, The Idol, Sam Levinson, The Weeknd. What's her name? Lily Rose Depp. Check it out, y'all.
And it's actually Max. No longer HBO Max.
Ah, it's on Max.
Max and
it's
Discovery.
Not on HBO. It's Max and Discovery. And look, that's Discovery content, not that bad.
Not that bad at all.
Not that bad. I'm with a nature chick, so like, let's watch the Jane about the whales. All right, bet.
For sure. And I love Max. I've always loved HBO Max.
Yeah.
Their UI. So the fact that they picked that up.
This nigga learned 2 letters and now he just using them. They must have had a UI at the baby center. Oh, this is a UI?
User interface.
You said UI? Okay. He laid a UI, another UI.
All right, y'all. Movie suggestion of the week for me is going to be Sons of Anarchy.
Again, and I told him he said this again. Go ahead.
Sons of Anarchy. Y'all know I haven't recommended Sons of Anarchy in years at this point. It's probably our first year podcasting that I've recommended it, or maybe even the second year, but it's been long enough. Well, waiting for my kid to come. I restarted it. I'm on season 5 now. But I've been trying to get Terrance to watch this show since 2017. I've been trying to get him to watch, and he will not watch. It doesn't matter if you know.
What is your moves and Jessica gonna turn into me not watching?
This is bullshit. It doesn't matter if you know certain people that, might die or whatever. I've seen the show. This is my 9th or 10th time watching it all the way through. The show is so damn good. I'm telling you. I watched 2 seasons waiting for my boy to get here. And then now that we've been home, and I don't know if y'all can tell, if y'all can see it in my face, that I am dead tired. But in between, waking up for feeds and stuff like that, I always have it on. And I'm like, damn, this is such a fucking great show. And if you haven't seen it, it will easily jump into your top 5. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker right here, I don't know why, will not watch it. Just watch the first season, and I promise you will be hooked.
Do y'all see how Terrell said he's seen it 12 times or whatever many times? Do y'all know he watched it right up in here? I've seen it basically.
Terrance,
he doesn't like the fact that I haven't sat and watched episode 1 to the end. And I get it. But he done showed me all the big parts.
Terrance, when we was in college and you watched Game of Thrones, you showed me the Red Wedding, you showed me the Viper and the Sea Snake or whatever his name
Terrell,
was.
you were able
I watched all of the traumatic shit in that show.
Terrell, you were able to catch up and watch the last night, the Night King fall, Terrell. Fuck that.
Terrance,
that shit ain't even on no more. I don't even know how it end. I know how Sons of Anarchy end.
How's it end?
With Jax.
Shut up before you ruin it for somebody.
Shut the fuck up. Tear coming? Look, because that was sad as shit.
You don't remember. Hold on, what happened? Don't say. Do something with your hand right here.
Terrell, I have seen it.
Terrance, you need to watch it, bro. It's ridiculous.
Terrell, you're supposed to be suggesting it to them.
Y'all, it's on Netflix. It's not on Netflix no more. It's on Hulu, which is also where Mayans is.
Is Hulu like the FX app? Because Hulu is Mayans, Sons, and Snowfall. Because Snowfall isn't on Netflix. Snowfall is Hulu.
Yeah, Hulu takes a lot of the FX. Yeah. But FX has FX now. Sons of Anarchy was on Netflix for 10 years. Mm-hmm. But they recently, at the end of last year in December, they went off of Netflix and now they're on Hulu.
And Breaking Bad is doing the same.
Yes. That's going to be a bad day.
That's going to be a hard day.
Because they're going to where? AMC Plus?
They're going to go to, I don't even know.
If AMC Plus is smart, they'll do that. Because that's like some...
That's some Office
Peacock shit.
Yeah.
I'll get it just because fucking I'll have to see that.
Yeah. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that lives in the city of Denver, Colorado. It's up in y'all city. It's a parade inside y'all city. Mm-hmm. The Kings of the West. Y'all got the Joker, the big guy. Y'all are the NBA champions of 2023. Shout out to the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, absolutely. I told y'all that the finals was going to be boring. Mm-hmm. But I'm happy for my team city. It's fucked up because the Denver Avalanche, the Avalanche won the NHL. Either last year or what, I forget. And now the Nuggets win the championship. We was watching Russell Wilson on the sideline, and we just like, hopefully you fucking show up.
Right. Get it? Are you inspired by this?
But shout out to them. Nikola Jokic, he went crazy.
He did go crazy, and I was gonna say this, Nuggets fans. I know how we all feel about Carmelo Anthony. He's a legend. But that 15 in Denver,
yeah, that's his.
That's Joker's. You know what I'm saying? That's
For
not
sure.
Melo's.
Melo didn't win shit.
Melo, we love you.
He's
you
a legend.
Are a legend.
This man, 2 MVPs.
But Denver's his.
Yeah.
And I would say New York is Melo. Melo is a New York. What Melo did in the Garden, Melo got the most points, I think, scored in the Garden, don't he? Maybe,
something like that.
Maybe
He got some type of crazy record.
What Melo did in the Garden, I think that's bigger than what he did in Denver. But you know what people going to say? That's bullshit.
Nah, yeah. I would probably do that.
That
same
15
thing.
is in.
I'm happy for them. I'm happy for Jamal Murray. I'm happy for that squad. I'm happy for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Man, they showed Kentavious.
Him and his girl and his daughters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was dope to see that for them.
They showed Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Ish Smith, and fucking Jeff Green all dancing. Ish Smith and Jeff Green was dancing because they was like, we the old guys. They both been on over 12 NBA teams. Mm-hmm. Both of them played for the Wizards. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope just played for my Wizards. When I tell y'all, as a Wizards fan, you watch people leave and then go to the finals.
Yeah.
It's insane. But definitely shout out to the city of Denver.
That's the Washington curse.
It is, bro. It is.
Every sport.
Every single sport.
Bryce Harper
left. Look, he's in the... Oh, no. Bryce Harper, that was our sweetest spot.
That was a sweet spot for y'all because y'all won.
Because he left us, y'all, and then we won the World Series that very next year. You bitch-ass nigga.
Remember, didn't he say y'all name or something like that in like an interview? He accidentally said y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, the people in Washington... Oh, you mean Philly? He misses us. Shout out to the WNBA. Commissioner's Cup is we fully locked in. There was a Shaq video that went viral about, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Y'all gonna listen to this shit. They said that the WNBA will be more, Shaq said, I got a solution for the WNBA. What the WNBA should do is lower the rims and those girls can dunk. Let me tell you something. And I've been going back and forth with motherfuckers all week. If you see that tweet, I'm in them comments. Also, you see that reel, that IG reel? I'm in them comments. This is all I want to say. Like, you got a lot of men who don't watch the WNBA, right? This is not women that you see and say this. You got a lot of men who don't watch it. Terrell's is a hating ass motherfucker. You got a lot of men who don't watch the WNBA that will come in and say, you know what? The WNBA more interested in if they lowered the rims and let those girls dunk. It's bullshit. Don't ever listen to anybody say that. Because let me tell y'all something. Dunks are not going to get men. Women dunking is not going to get more men to watch the WNBA. Do you want to know why? Women in the WNBA already dunk. Y'all already don't give a fuck. You already don't. Sylvia Fowles last year in her last WNBA All-Star game, she's a fucking legend. She dunked, right? Nobody gave a fuck.
Terrance, was it a dunk or was it a layup dunk?
But this is my thing. And this
Did the ball go boom, 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 boom in the rim? After her hand was gone?
She definitely let the joke go.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
Rim. But my thing is this. This is still a woman doing that. Like, men act like, you know what, if they lower the rim and we can watch these women dunk, maybe the league will grow. It won't, because I don't think y'all are interested in watching women dunk on lower rims. I don't think if we lower the rims and y'all saw these girls dunking on each other, y'all would say, oh, she dunked on her. Y'all would say, oh, yeah, the rim's lower. Shaq. Yeah. You would even say that. Like, my comment on that post is that, you know what I'm saying? The respect level for basketball, period, would get lowered if you lower the rim. And the reason why I say it gets lower is because y'all will not respect their game at all. Y'all already barely respect them as elite basketball players now. Lowering their rim, you're not going to respect their game. And people are like, so what should we do? So should we move their basketball? Look, should we move their three-pointer line back to where the men's line is? Should we make them play with a bigger ball? No. Nobody's telling them that they need to do anything. You know how you can make the league grow? It's not lower the rims. It's watch the game. It's more people can watch. And you know what people are going to say? I don't want to watch. It's boring. Cool, bro. Don't watch. The league is going to grow slowly. But telling them that they need to change their whole game so maybe you'll tune in? Don't nobody want to hear that shit.
I do agree that it was a lazy take from Shaq because that would impact women's basketball from the grassroots level all the way up. That would impact women's basketball in college. That would impact women's basketball in high school because
I don't like it because the W has been around for 27 years. It's a 27-year history already with these courts. And you want to eliminate that because maybe more people will watch?
They need to find a way to get more of the ladies to watch.
More of the ladies to watch?
I think the men are too invested in the regular NBA.
Yeah.
And unless you are just a lover of the game of basketball on some Kobe Bryant shit where you just love to watch motherfuckers pick and roll and, oh, look, this offense, he's running, he's setting the screen. Like, if you love that, then maybe you can watch the W because you just love the game. The same way people that just go up to random high schools and watch high school basketball players, you love the game. To keep up like that.
And my thing is this, and then this is the last thing I'm going to say, Trey. This is what I always tell people. The NBA been around 75 years. The W only been around 27 years, right? So they got 50 years on the W. Telling the W what they need to do to try to compete with the NBA on an entertainment level is like going to the carryout and saying, you know what? Y'all need to put a drive-thru on this joint. You know what? If y'all add a drive-thru to the carryout, then y'all could probably get up there with McDonald's.
That would be...
Look, think about it.
If a carryout had a drive-thru.
Think about it. You're 100% right. You would probably get more sales and more traffic if you added a drive-thru to this carryout. But this is the thing. Adding a drive-thru to your carryout is such a financial risk to your business. To try to compete with McDonald's, you're never going to compete with McDonald's, the carryout. So just do you and build your local fan base up. Switching your recipes, adding all of this stuff to your business to try to attract some of their fans, that is a nerd move. Yeah. Like, what you don't want to do, we're going to lower the rims. So now you're going to affect the fans who already love the game. What if they don't like the new rim change? Now, we losing fans and the new fans don't give a fuck. What if the drive-thru was in the way and now nobody comes to the carryout? The drive-thru is, now it's just easier. Now, you know what? Fuck that drive-thru. I might as well just go to McDonald's drive-thru. Now we losing our customers because we tried to compete. Stay in your lane. Like, these dudes are only talking about a sport that they don't watch. Damn. I just got long-winded.
Shout out to the people that watch that shit. Like Terrance. And one day he'll realize that it's not that the league isn't growing or whatever. People just don't want to watch.
Nah, one day y'all will
regular ass layups.
One day y'all will realize that it's totally fine if y'all don't want to watch. We just don't need your commentary or you to say it. Like nobody, like I said for my anime folks, imagine if somebody was just like coming under the anime post saying, who the fuck watches this? Or you watch fucking
AOT.
Attack on Titan, or y'all watching music reviews and people are like, who the fuck gives a fuck about this music? You're like, yo, why are you even here with the negativity? Like, we here with that. That's my only beef.
I'm with you. And I applaud your passion for it. Some of us just don't. We saw Shaq say that and said, who cares? And I know that's fucked up. Because you actually really do.
Nah, people actually fucked with Shaq saying that and said, yeah, this is the fix. No, y'all not going to watch.
Oh, people would make it seem like that would be a fix?
People love that Shaq said that. People are like, oh, yeah, this will be the fix. Because if these girls started dunking on each other, they're already dunking. You don't give a fuck. You just want to watch NBA. It's cool. I'd rather watch John Morant dunk, too. I mean, it's whatever. But, like, we're not watching the WNBA for dunks.
Hit the Cash App.
That's it, right?
That's it for 155, man. Your boy is spent.
That's it for 155, man. Shout out to Terrell for becoming a dad. He's blessed the world with baby crew. We love him, man. We love him, bro. Yeah,
he's awesome.
We love him.
He's awesome, man. I wake up different every day. My life has changed for sure. Shout out to all of the fathers out there, that's celebrating this Sunday. It's gonna be my first. So if y'all want to cash at me on Father's Day, feel free.
Feel free to cash.
Cash app. Look, $sign Terrell Mallory.
Cash at me.
I'll take it because look, diapers, wipes. I had my baby shower back in April. Mm-hmm. And honestly, y'all, I don't know if y'all remember back then, but I had posted this thing on my Instagram of like this lion with a cub. And it said it was the Legacy joint playing. I thought for sure I was gonna tell y'all about the baby that day because I thought somebody's gonna post, somebody's gonna be like, "Yo, this man is at a baby shower," but managed to keep that shit under wraps. So I just kept my mouth shut for 2 more months. But yeah, man, it's the single greatest thing that's ever happened to me. So I'm excited to celebrate with all the dads this weekend.
100.
And yeah.
155. It's a special week. Next week, we celebrating what, Terrell? 3 years.
3 years.
Yes, sir. Turn up. Y'all stay safe this weekend.
Next time.